why do you think people, even when they realize they're, whether it's a, with a woman or just a dude or whatever, why do you
Yeah.
think it's so hard for people to make that realization and walk away from that relationship?
Well, I've been stuck too, man. I've been stuck too. Once you're, into something, and it's hard to get away. So I've been there too, big dog. And but nowadays it's just like, I see people coming a mile away, and if, you know, it's just a trip, man. It's a trip because even family will do you wrong. That's the reason why, I lost what I had. You know what I mean? Because of a family member, and it's not just friends or homies or whatever. It's family too. You're one and done. You got to go, man. You're out. You know what I mean? You're not even family no more. You know what I mean? And so it just goes for everybody. Anybody that's acting kind of funny and being a little crooked with their lifestyle. Man, you just don't got time to be around anybody like that, man. It's just gonna bring me down and slow me down. So trying to do some good things.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you talk about that type of thing also on all on I know from All to the Bueno too. And that one is one of the many songs throughout your career where you've done some singing on it, kind of in your signature type of thing. So as you rap and sing and do the different things that you do creatively, how do you find artistically you get something a little different when you're more singing than just straight up rapping?
Well, I guess it's just whatever the beat tells me to do. That song right there is actually from like 2012, 2013. So that's been it's about 10 years old, that song too, man. It was never put out. It was produced by Mooks. My friend Mooks works from Austin, Texas. And so he did neighborhood music for me, Bring Out the Freak in You for me. Did a lot of songs for me. You know what I mean? We've done a lot of things together. So big shout out to my boy Mooks. So we had that song and I took it to Fingers, and Fingers co-produced it, and we just finished it. It was done. I mean, it was done 2013, but I knew I had to revamp it and finish it and get it complete to where we liked it, and it was ready for people to hear and bump in the rides or whatever. So just kind of revamped it. So yeah, Mooks is the main producer on there, and then Fingers did the co-production on it to make that one work. And then I already had that one written and the hooks and everything ready to go. And then the two verses were done. I did those, and then Fingers came up with the other little part at the very end, man, the bridge part, and I just kind of wrote that in. But that's his little change ups and everything to make the song complete. You know what I mean? Without those, it's just I don't know, it could get boring pretty fast by the time you get to the third verse. So just those little change ups that Fingers comes in with really help me out, and yeah, to make sure this is a complete song. Quality over quantity.
Yes. So Fingers definitely did a great job with that, especially like you said at the end. But how do you know when to say a song is done versus, oh man, we definitely need to work on that? How has that been a thing for you?
I guess when I don't want to play it for nobody. If I don't want to play it for nobody, then something's wrong. It's not done yet. You know what I mean? Or if I'm, talking over a part that I probably could have done better, and I don't want the people that I'm playing it for to listen to it because I fucked up right there, or something's wrong right there that just doesn't sound right. That's when I know it's not ready because I'm not gonna put it out like that no more. I've had many songs that are out like that I won't even play no more. That had a lot of potential that were really, really good songs that could have been, you know, almost, perfect, if not perfect, with the spitting and everything. But um, so that's why, you know. So
Okay.
when it's complete like this, well then I'm ready to play it for anybody, and it's bumping.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that soul on Alto the Bueno, I really enjoyed too. And that one is one of the great things about that song to me is it's one of those songs that sounds fun. Like it sounds like it was fun to make. It sounds like it's fun to listen to and different things. So I wanted you to explain the value that you see in making songs that are actually fun to listen to that people will probably want to listen to or party to or dance to.
Yeah, and that right there, man, Fingers actually had that beat already to go. And the hook already in it, man. And he sent it to me and see if it was something I could even write to or whatever, if I wanted to work on it or whatever. If you feel it, if you feel it, if you don't, you don't. It's all to the good. Um, and I felt it, man. It took me a little minute. It took me a little minute to try to figure out the flow on that one. And then yeah, it just feel good, man. It reminded me of Soul Train, dog. And I was brought up on Soul Train, man. So it remind me of Don Cornelius and the Soul Train line dance. You know what I mean? Where they line up and do their dance, man. So I just pictured a video in my head of everybody having a good time. Um, Everybody, man, no matter what race you are, just doing the Soul Train line. Whoever got some soul, you know what I mean? And the ones that don't, but they love the music, but they just can't find the beat. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just a fun time jam, man. That's what I'm about. I like to have a good time, dude. So I had a good time doing that jam for sure.
Yeah, that one's definitely got a lot of great energy to it. That being said, as we're moving on with Alto de Bueno with the Keep On record, I liked shouting out Proud to Be Brown, and you got the stuff with Vado was talking a lot of shit, but you don't step in it. So you got a lot of like play and different things. And I wanted, since it's been a recurrent theme, of course, throughout your music, repping Chicano pride and different things. As you continue your career, why is that something that's still so important to you?
I just think because, even if no one bought the record, man, it doesn't really matter. It was more like a tribute to Chicano rap, you know what I mean? And let them know that I'm Chicano and I'm proud to be Chicano. Not trying to, shove it in your face or nothing like that, but just let people know that that's what it is, you know what I mean? Like it's Chicano rap, man. I don't know. That's what they wanted to call it, or whoever called it that, whatever. But I'm proud to be a part of it, and that's what I am. And it's about making good music. And if you make good music, then no one's gonna be able to stop it. Kind of like Summer Nights. I mean, I'm a Chicano doing it, and it just blew up. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter, man. Good music is good music, and if it's good music, then it's gonna, it should probably do something if it's meant to be. If not, then back to the old drawing board, man. But just want to let people know that I'm Chicano and proud, man, and that's what it is. People sometimes get embarrassed of being called Chicano rap, and I just want to show that I'm not embarrassed of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you
And so that's why
shouted out on Lace 'em Up as well. So yeah.
they, oh yeah, Chicano and proud one, never but loud one. And Chicano and proud one, that's I used to tag up Cap One in my town, CAPONE, Cap One, Chicano and proud one. So that's why I say, uh, you know, Chicano and proud one, proud to be brown one, all that shit. You know what I mean? So that's Chicano and proud one, pretty much tagging nickname that I had. Cap One
Right.
back in the days. So even back in the days on Crazy Life, I say it. Um, uh, I forget what I said on that one. That's a long time ago. On Brown Crowd, said something about the Chicano and proud one.
Yeah, yeah. No, like I
Yeah,
said, you've been doing it throughout your career, but I just always thought it was interesting to reference it, but then also to keep doing it since it's been a while since you've been putting out music. Um,
yeah.
Also, with it being a while on Thank You Baby, you're talking about, girls sticking by you, never giving up on you and different things. So how and why did that concept come about for Thank You Baby?
That also, man, was a song that Fingers had done, dude. And it must have been sitting there for about, damn, dude, like I would say about 15 years or something, maybe, man. Maybe something like that, maybe 13 years or something that we had started on a different beat. And then I just had it. I found it, in one of my playlists or something like that I hadn't heard in a long time. And I go, damn, okay. So then I started rapping to a different beat and I started putting it together and I got it ready to go, man. And so then we went to the studio with Fingers and he started making a brand new beat for it. And that's just kind of like what came for that, man. But it's an old tune too, man. So there's a lot of tunes that are like from back then and a lot of ones that are new like today. Like Too Much was one that I just happened to write, you know, pretty much right there. You know what I mean? Took it
Yeah.
back to the hotel, wrote it, and then wrote the second verse. Came back because I couldn't figure out how to write to that beat. And then finally, when I got the rhythm down for that one, man, I recorded the first verse. 'Cause that's all I had. And then, but I liked it a lot, man. I said I had to finish that song. So before I left, I went back to the hotel and I just finished writing that second verse. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
that was a brand new one. But a lot of them too are like old and just throughout the years of writing, when I'm driving and shit, you know what I mean? I'll be thinking of something in my head and I put them all together. So that's why when I went down to Fingers, we had three sessions pretty much, man. I went down to three times and we did all 11 songs in those three sessions, because I already had them memorized in my head and made it real easy for the homie because I don't like to waste anybody's time and sit there and write while he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? I want to have my stuff pretty much well put together before I even get there, man.
It makes things a lot more efficient, that's for sure.
for everybody, man. I don't want to waste nobody's time sitting there waiting for me to try to write a verse and then go try to spit that verse in the booth and keep saying that famous line one more time, just one more time. Okay, one more time. I got it. One more time. One more time. And it never comes because you don't have it memorized in your head yet. You know what I mean? But you're trying to get it right, you know? And I don't want to waste nobody's time like that. I'd rather go in there and have it right already, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
it,
on
it makes anything. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then on Broken Records, musically, that's another one that's a little more like meditative or maybe thought provoking. It's not a oldie. It's not that type of vibe to it. And you were talking about getting sick of life when no one listens. So, uh, given that you've had the layoff and you've gone through a lot of stuff in between, how have you found you're better able to deal with frustration and pressure and disappointment, kind of as you reference on Broken Records?
Man, it's just life, man, you know. Yeah, no one really listens, man. They don't really know what's going on in my life. And it's not really no one's business either, man, to really go out there and say everything, you know what I mean? But a lot of things have gone on in my life, man. And like when I say who's the baddest vato of them all, like to the clock on the wall and tells me it's you, and I say, oh, you never lie, but I'm getting kind of sick of this, like uh I mean, I can't complain about it. I get noticed and everything, the pictures and the autographs and stuff like that. But sometimes it can get a little, you know, uh, tricky sometimes, man, where you don't really want that, and you got to be careful what you wish for, I guess, man. And there's always being around the other side and all those type of things, man. You never know what you got till it's gone, and you may want the limelight so bad, man. And once you have it, it's not all that you thought it would be. You know what I mean? And probably made your life maybe a little bit worse, maybe too. You know what I mean? You just never know until you get there, and then when you get there, you find out, man. So that's just kind of what it is, And I just try to appreciate everything that I got right now, and my need and my want list, all I want is to take care of my need list, and that's pretty much it, man. Roof over my head, keep the lights on, the water, vehicle to drive, and just the important things, man. Not to get too extravagant.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, taking back and like with your stuff coming up, one thing I was interested to from